Taye first felt the strange itch the day the rains ended. The air smelled of wet earth and mango leaves, and the river that curled past Ogonla village ran high and restless. Taye was 13, lean and long-limbed, with the quick smile that often got him out of trouble. He balanced a bundle of firewood on his head as he followed his mother home from the forest. It began as a soft tickle between his shoulder blades, like a grain of sand under the skin. By nightfall, the tickle turned to a slow, rhythmic pulse, steady as a heartbeat that wasn't his. He scratched until the skin reddened, but the throb only deepened, humming like a hidden drum. His mother, Mama Reby, noticed him squirming. "Another mosquito bite?" she asked, tilting her lamp to inspect his back. "Just an itch," he lied. She frowned, rubbed shea butter across the spot, and sent him to sleep. 3 days later, the village children gathered at the swollen river. The rains had cooled the air, and the water glinted copper beneath the afternoon sun. "First one across is king for a day," Bisi shouted. She was Taye's closest friend, quick as a fish and fearless. Taye dove first. The river wrapped him in its cool rush, and for a few sweet moments the world was only bubbles and light. When he clambered up the far bank, water streaming from his hair, he turned to grin at the others. Bisi's face went pale. "Taye," she whispered, "don't move." He stiffened. "What?" She pointed. "Your back." The other children gathered, their laughter fading. Between Taye's shoulder blades, where the itch had been, an eye stared back at them. It was not a painted mark, it was alive. A black pupil swam in a ring of silver, wet and bright. As they watched, it blinked. The youngest child screamed. Someone muttered a prayer. The rest stumbled backward, eyes wide. Bisi alone remained, trembling. It looked at me," she said. By evening, the story had raced through Ogoma. Old women paused mid-stir over their cooking pots. Men returning from the fields carried the rumor like sparks on the wind. Mama Reby tried to shoo the curious from her doorway. "It is nothing but a birthmark," she insisted. But when night came and Taye lay awake on his mat, the thing on his back opened again. He felt it, a cool flutter of a second eyelid, the faint gleam of moonlight spilling through his shirt. He turned his head but could not see it. The air itself seemed to watch him. That night, the visions began. At first, they were small, a lantern winking out before the breeze reached it, a shadow of a hyena crossing the footpath seconds before it happened. Then came longer flashes, a distant market, a stranger's face, the toll of a bell in a place he had never been. Each vision arrived with a subtle tug in his spine, as though the eye itself were pointing. Taye told no one. How could he explain an eye that saw what was not yet real? One afternoon, helping his uncle mend nets, the eye grew hot, almost burning. A sudden picture filled his mind. His little sister Sade beneath the great iroko tree as a heavy branch cracked overhead. Taye dropped the net and ran, heart pounding. He reached the tree just as the branch gave way, dragging Sade clear before it crashed to the ground. "A miracle!" the neighbors gasped. Taye said nothing. Word of the rescue spread faster than the first rumor. Soon the village elders sent for him. In the round meeting hut, their faces flickered in the firelight. The oldest, Baba Olu, leaned on his carved staff. "This is no common affliction," he said. "In the time of our ancestors, a watcher was chosen each 100 seasons, one who sees both past and future." Another elder, Mama Tinu, frowned. Power draws darkness. If the boy keeps this gift, he will be hunted. Taye's mouth went dry. I did not choose it, he whispered. The gift chooses, Baba Olu replied. But how you carry it, that is yours. Weeks later, a moonless night pressed heavy on the village. Taye lay half asleep when the eyes snapped open, blazing silver. A sharp image flooded him, shadowed figures digging near the village well. He smelled kerosene, heard a metallic clink. Fear surged through him. He slipped from his mat, leaving Sade asleep, and ran. At the well, he crouched behind a baobab. 3 men worked quickly, lowering a strange bundle into the water. One struck a match to test a fuse. Without thinking, Taye shouted. The men spun. The eye on his back flared hot, guiding his steps. He kicked the match into the dirt, grabbed the bundle, and sprinted for the river. Branches tore his skin, but he moved as though the forest itself cleared a path. He hurled the device into the current just as the men reached him. A hiss of water, a muffled pop, and silence. The strangers fled into the night. By dawn, the elders confirmed the danger. A group of outlaws had planned to poison the well and steal cattle during the chaos. Without Taye, the village would have awakened to death. Travelers soon arrived with gifts of fruit, cloth, even coins, hoping for blessings or glimpses of the future. Some came with greed in their eyes, asking him to reveal lost treasures or hidden enemies. Taye refused. I do not see for profit, he said. I see what I must. Still, he felt the weight of their expectations. The eye did not just belong to him anymore. The whole village seemed to lean on its gaze. One humid evening, the eye revealed something darker. A vision of Ogoma itself, shrouded in smoke, flames licking the thatched roofs. A figure in a crimson mask led the attack. Taye told the elders. They strengthened watch posts and warned nearby villages. But when scouts searched, they found nothing. Some doubted. Perhaps the boy's visions have limits, they whispered. Taye heard, and doubt gnawed at him. Then, on the night of the harvest festival, a thunder of drums approached. Too many, too fast. Raiders poured from the trees, torches flaring. At their head rode a man in a crimson mask. Because of Taye's warning, the villagers were ready. Traps hidden along the paths slowed the raiders. The elders signaled allies from neighboring hamlets, who burst from the shadows with spears. The invaders fled before midnight. Baba Olu clasped Taye's shoulder. Without your sight, we would have been ashes. Victory brought praise, but also fear. Some villagers now looked at Taye with unease. A boy with such power could save them or destroy them. Late that night, Taye climbed the hill above the village. The sky burned with stars. He felt the eye open, cool and calm. Why me? He asked the silence. The eye offered no words, only a steady pulse, an invitation and a burden. Taye understood at last. This was not a curse to flee or a gift to exploit. It was a duty. The visions were not commands, but possibilities. What he did with them was his own choice. He stood until dawn, watching the first light spill across the river. The eye blinked once, slow and certain, as if in agreement. In the seasons that followed, Taye became known across the region as the boy who sees what others cannot. Farmers sought his advice before planting. Travelers asked for safe routes. He helped when the need was true, but never for wealth. Some nights the eye showed only peace. Distant oceans, fields of fireflies, the laughter of children not yet born. Other nights it revealed storms still to come. Each vision carried both warning and wonder. And Taye, no longer afraid, walked his path with quiet resolve. For he knew now that the eye on his back did not merely look outward. It watched him too, measuring the boy he was against the guardian he chose to become.